I'm at the lowest point in my life. Damn, nigga. Just give it about 45 more years, bro. You'll be up out the way. Don't worry about it. Can we play Scribblo? Because the music is overpowering the alerts, chat. They trying to silence you from the truth. I'm not going to let it happen. Give me a second. I'm still looking for the court documents. Prodigy with the big 17 months. I appreciate you. Is it a crime to be honest? What do you mean by that? Stand up so we can say it. I'm not standing up. Chat. I know you saw it. I know you saw it. Thank God for... I don't know what that means. Appreciate you with the 16 though. That's not what he said. Look, enough comments about my body. What was the song name? Boys Don't Cry from Lil Tecca. We checking out that Mob Deep or Pass. That's not what the takeaway from me saying the name Prodigy should be. But I was supposed to stream yesterday. Like I said, circumstances prevented that from happening. But I am here today, at least probably for 5, maybe 6 hours. When am I cutting the dreads? Probably me personally, I would like for it to be like within the next like month or so. You see that I kept my taper low.
We almost finished.
You see I kept my taper low, or I'm keeping it low, just in preparation for when I ultimately cut them off. You know it's real, because otherwise I would have went way higher and just kept a clean fade, and I'd have just put my hair up. So it is what it is. Am I actually cutting them? Yes, I am. They're gonna be cut probably late. The earliest late October. The latest is early December. I'm thinking personally. It just depends though. They'll be missed. They will be missed. I'm gonna miss them. 100% I'm gonna miss them. But yeah, like I just feel like it's time, man. I just feel like it's about that. It's about that moment, man. React to God of Lightning Hassan. What do you mean? The feds gonna get him too, cause why is he cutting them? Bro, I'm telling you, y'all don't understand. You don't see my vision. But it's gonna come together. You're not Kai Cenat, buddy. You realize Kai Cenat is just going back to a style that I introduced to the net. Just stop talking to me, dude. It's okay. It's okay. I understand the rage bait when I see it, but I'm not going for it today.
Are you safe from the op list?
I don't know. But what I do know is Drake is not safe from humiliation. Now, I'm still looking for this document so I can read it along, so I can see exactly what happened. But this is the first thing that I was spammed in my DM when this news broke. And don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at it. But just seeing it, it broke my heart. It did. I know I've said a whole bunch of shit, but I'm not a part of niggas that just love seeing people make a fool out of themselves. I'm not part of that group. You can say whatever it is that you want about me, but at the end of the day, yes, I do laugh at stupidity when I see it. Yes, I do laugh when niggas make fools out of themselves, but at the end of the day, I don't like the feeling that's associated with niggas collectively pointing the finger at you and just going, ha ha. That shit gotta feel crazy. But this man has been enduring that feeling for the last almost 2 years, it feels like. I can't say 2 years, but we're going into 2 years. Shit's crazy. He did it to himself. I'm not saying he didn't contribute. I'm not. At the end of the day, I already know what this is. I don't need to be reminded. Stop talking to me like I'm a Drake stan.
Like for the one time.
Stop talking to me like I'm a Drake stan, bro. You don't have to break the news to me, and I'm not coping. I don't truly give a fuck. But I still look at it, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy that for damn near 2 years, this dude has been saying, you know what? I didn't lose. And is losing in every conversation that niggas are having. I'm just saying it's crazy. That's all I'm saying. All right, I'm coping. Next nigga that says I'm coping is getting banned permanently. You know I'm not joking. I'm going to do it myself personally. On God, on Jesus Christ. Boy said breaking news. I'm just saying. It's a sad reality. It's a sad thing. It's Hassan actually proven. What are you talking about Hassan for? What did he do? Put it on something. I don't know what you mean by that. The owl saying the loss was a strategy. Let me just find the post. Where's my dude Phil at? Phil. Here he is. I see him.
Drake needs this embarrassment toe. to make better music.
I don't think so. I don't think that this. I really truly after this, like I'm gonna read the court documents. Don't get me wrong, but Hassan shot this dog. Okay, I guess we can look at that after. I don't know if like I don't get what this would do for a music or like a music rollout or a release I don't get how this is a release strategy to just have a lawsuit in court and then have it withdrawn or dismissed. I don't get what does that do? How would this strengthen a rollout or make it easier for you to make music? Why would this make you go harder? If anything, this would make your release strategy significantly worse, and this would make it harder for anybody to take anything that you say or do seriously. I'm not saying that anybody believed with common sense. Anybody believed that he would have an easy time in court proving this or even getting this through to anybody that would take it seriously. I'm not saying that, but at the end of the day,
Drake needed to lose the rap beef in order for the Blue Jays to potentially win the World Series.
hey yo, Vlad going crazy though. I'm not going look, all Toronto hate aside, Vlad, let's just be honest. I've been seeing him do what he been doing. I'm impressed. Playoff Vlad a different nigga. That's all I'm saying.
Drake playing chess in first-person shooter has aged like milk.
I'm looking at Cuz like, yo, you doing your thing, man. Big ups, man. Big ups. But anyway, that's like the only Toronto nigga that I'm fucking with heavy. Only one. Hey man, Lefty Jimmy. Wait, what is your name? Lefty Himmy? The Yankees lose. Facts. CJ the man, I appreciate you with the 21. Toka with the big 14.
Yankees lose.
Look. Let me see. This is a TMZ article. I'm going to still read the I got the document over here. I found the document. It's 38 pages. I'm going to try not to read it all, but you know my brain gets really attached to these things, and I like to go in chronological order with the numbering. So if I do end up reading page by page, forgive me, but I'm probably not going to do it. I'm going to try to skip. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring up 2 pages at a time. That way, my brain don't have to be like hyper-focused on one image. It is what it is. Drake just took a big legal loss against his own record label. Keep in mind, why would you even have an incentive to continue to drop music at this point? Like, you're contractually bound to. This is the worst situation I've ever seen in my life. Honestly. For a musician. Genuinely, like, how does it get any worse than this? How? You take one of the biggest public losses that you can ever take. Afterwards, you say, you know what? I'm in denial. I'm going to keep trying to do my thing. But you get tired of niggas bringing it up. You thought that the heat was going to die down after maybe a week or two after the battle was over. It ended up becoming the song of the summer. Niggas listen to it crazy. It's everywhere you go. For some people, me personally, I didn't really see it or hear it like that much. But I do recognize its larger reach. You get annoyed and you like, you know what, man? Fuck this nigga and fuck my label for even letting this shit go out there. I'm supposed to be the head honcho of this shit. They were supposed to protect me. Boom, lawsuit. And your fans is big. They bigging you up. They blowing your head up. Your fans are blowing your head up. Everybody that's on your side is blowing your head up and filling you up with these ideas that you actually have something here. That you can actually go to court with this and not be making a public fool out of yourself. So now you're taking 2, 3, 4 L's, all the information that's coming out, and then your fans think you actually got a leg to stand on. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. You got to roll out. People like, okay, he might have lost the battle, but he might be winning the war. At least the war might be won. Maybe he gets some wiggle room in court. Maybe he at least gets a settlement offer from his label. Get some money out the deal. You know, at the very least, this whole thing could have at least given you some cash. You know what I'm saying? Walk away with something. Dismissed? Nothing? You've been dragging this for over a year after the L and you still don't get any progress. On top of that, you're still on your label, still in your deal, and you still owe them a project or two probably. I don't know how many projects he owes UMG at this point still. I have no idea. I don't know what his contract look like. I don't know what his situation. Oh my God! Jesus Christ. Okay, I just saw a moth. Yo. Oh shit. That scared the fuck out of me. Okay, where is it though? You know what? Hold on. I'm turning this off for a second. Chill. Cause I told y'all before, bro. I'm not moving forward. Nigga said I'm scary. I guess I'm not supposed to like freak the fuck out when I see a gigantic fucking butterfly in my house. Okay, I need a. Bro, where did it go? See, the thing about moths, they attracted to light. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn off this light, right? Boom. Here, I'm gonna keep y'all. I'm giving you. Nigga said it's literally harm. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Nigga called me stoic, bro. You never use that word. Stop talking to me. Hold on, here I come. Let me just. Shut up, man.
It's already too late.
Wait. I don't know what. Hold on. Wait, what do you mean too late for what? You mean like the mouth is gone? Okay, hold on. Let me move. I'm bobbing and weaving. Hold on. Nigga said I'm shook. I'm not shook. I just want it out of my space. It shouldn't even be here. This is shit that really annoys me, bro. Because niggas, I be telling them when they come in my house, like, yo, close the door. Don't leave it open. Why are you standing at the door with it open so long?
Bro, just pick it up and take it outside. Or keep it as a pet, bro.
Burner. You deserve death. Now, give me a second. I'm going to just knock this shit around. Oh, shit! Okay, let me move some shit around. Hold on.
Man, there's hella hoes watching right now.
I don't
That's
give a
minus
fuck.
100 aura loss.
Nigga said minus aura. I'm fucking your mom regardless. I don't care what you're talking about. Damn. Okay. Damn, I fucked him up. That was crazy. My fault. Brief intermission, chat. I had to assert my dominance as the superior species. Nigga said, why I kill him? Because he's in my fucking house. Y'all not about to gaslight me into letting critters and creatures have agency in my home. No, I'm good. Look at niggas. Niggas acting like I shocked a dog or something. My bad. That was fucked up. Hold on, though. Wait a second. Give me a second. I'm loading my cam back up. Chill. Chill. I'm about to go tank only. Okay, I'm back. Nigga said I'm 0-1 against the moth. He's dead. So how did I take a loss? Anyway. All right, I'm back. Woo! Did I kill it? Yeah. It's over with. He's cooked. He's done. I missed you too.
Murderer.
Anyway. Telling Mile on you. What are you talking about? Rest in peace, moth. Yeah, it's over with. Anyway. I took an aura loss, but it's cool. I don't know how you... never mind. It's none of my business. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Where was I? Before I was rudely interrupted by a creature. A mutant. I know I was at Drake. I noticed, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out exactly what point I was trying to make. Oh, I was just recapping. So I don't know exactly how many albums that Drake has left on UMG. I do know that it is an incredibly like weird situation to be in as an artist. To owe your label music.
We're gonna pray for you.
Despite
God don't like you killing its beautiful creatures.
I don't know how you want me to tell you God didn't make bugs. Sorry, bro. Like, this is the thing that be killing me, bro. Especially with religious niggas. It's like, did it ever occur to you that God only intended, if you believe in him, right, a few species to exist, and then as a result of, like, evolving in the environment and everything else that we have in our ecosystem, that shit just happened to, to exist? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you believe that, that's all I'm saying. Like, why the fuck would God create ants? I just don't. I'm being so dead ass. I'm not even trolling. Like, what's the purpose? In the greater scheme of things, like, they don't benefit humans in any way. Just be honest. Just chill. Wasps. I'm just saying, it's mad shit that the nigga was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this, but it's probably gonna be other species that evolve and form just based off the fact that, you know what I'm saying, maybe. Like, why would you, like... I guess humans, like, deserve some biblical lesson from mosquitoes. Like, what are we talking about? Including me. What are you talking about? Centipedes. God made a gay Middle Easterner 2 months after 9/11. I don't know what that means. Neem, nobody. Oh my God, yo, okay. Ants had race wars before humans, though. I don't know what this means. Nah, I'm a bug, bet. Think God made centipedes for his own entertainment. Y'all have genuine issues, like genuine problems in the head. Ladybugs are chill. Yeah, okay. I don't take you serious. I'm just being honest. I'm bugging out. Haha, you think you funny, nigga? Like, anyway, So, according to the new legal documents obtained by TMZ, the judge ruled the allegedly defamatory statements in Not Like Us are non-actionable opinion. In other words, Drake can't sue for defamation over song lyrics. We all knew this. We all knew this. We all knew this. What do you mean I give Ladybug vibes? Why are y'all talking about ladybugs? This is why I'm so anti, like, nature in a lot of instances. Because y'all so fucking fake. Y'all the same niggas be like, oh my God, look at this nature. I'm going outside. I'm just taking everything in. And then the same ones running whenever an ant crawl on your leg.
I know there is one goofy nigga in the chat who went to Google and typed, did God create bugs, lol.
Which is dumb as fuck, because what search result would you get from that? Nigga said, I hate nature. No, I hate liars. Listen, as you know, Drake was suing UMG for releasing and promoting Kendrick Lamar's vicious diss track. Drake claimed UMG knew full well Kendrick's lyrics and images in the music video, referring to Drake as a supposed pedophile were false and dangerous. They don't know shit. Again, this is just wow. Reading it back as if it ever had any chance when you see it in this capacity, like in this vein, is hilarious. Like, seeing it happen in real time was like, oh, maybe, like, you would think that he wouldn't be doing all of this if he didn't have something, maybe, but it might really just be a shot in the dark, which it was. But just reading it back after the L, it just looks like, damn. Historically speaking, when they look back on this might be like, yo, this dude was really a fucking loser. Like, how did he ever think that this was going anywhere? Is what, like, people 10 years looking at this might think. Damn. In dismissing the lawsuit, the judge says even accusations of criminal behavior are not actionable. If understood in context, they are opinion rather than fact. Fuck. Damn. Damn. Translation. The fact the alleged... damn, I fucked up, okay. Let's revamp. Translation. The fact the allegations are part of a diss track and not a news report means the average person would not interpret it as fact, and therefore Drake can't sue. Sure. The judge also says the average listener is not under the impression a diss track is the product of a thoughtful or disinterested investigation. This is also facts. This is also facts. Why are you saying my tism is activating? I wonder how OVO Mall is taking this. The court also noted the Kendrick's pedophile line was a direct callback to Dre's lyrics.
To watch this unfold in real time, TBH. Dismissed has further solidified the L and he'll find a way to victimize himself.
Yeah, probably. Now that'll be the interesting thing, seeing how he tries to flip
Good evening,
it.
Sean. Have a great stream.
You too, man.
Have you
I
watched
said you too.
Peacemaker?
Oh my fucking
I'll be back in an
God.
hour about to watch the finale.
I did the thing. I did the fucking thing, dude. Oh my God. How did I do that? I thought I was past that. Yo, how did that just happen to me? Oh my God. I haven't said that in like a decade. Fuck. Why did I just do it? Yo, you just think you pass certain shit and it just creep up on you to let you know you ain't really grown at all. But I have. I haven't done that in at least, like I said, 10 years. Chill. We not about to have this conversation right now. Just stop it. Nigga said more aura loss. Stop, dude. I think you gotta change your identity. Alright, you see? Whatever, bro. A spokesperson for UMG tells TMZ from the outset this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression and never should have seen the light of day. We're pleased with the results of the court's dismissal and look forward to continuing our work successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career. We've reached out to Drake so far. No word back. Man, I mean, how do you even like? I don't know. Like Drake is now. Drake is in an impossible situation. Now there's like nowhere left for him to go, like at all. God forbid, like right, he gets released from his contract with UMG after he completes, his obligations under the company or whatever the case is. If he wants to go somewhere else and get funded, like why would they ever want to work with him? I was thinking that before this whole thing got to this stage, right? I was thinking that like, hey, maybe if he gets a dub, they might be fearful or they might be more apt to adhere to his demands, knowing that he's on his business and he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. Even still, that would scare a lot of businesses or a lot of, labels away, that you would sue your own label as a result of you losing a rap feud. But now that it's been dismissed and we've all seen that it's a nothing burger and it's confirmed that it was a nothing burger the entire time, it's like you got to stick with them niggas or go independent after you get released from your contract. Because why else? Why would another label want to take you after this drama? After seeing that this is how you move, after seeing that this is how you react, that you instigate and engage in these feuds, and you do shit like this when you lose them, no one should want to take you. I would hate to have you underneath my umbrella if I were a label owner or anything like that. That would be the worst option in the world. So I feel like he's damned to be with UMG for the remainder of his career or be forced to go independent afterwards. And Jesus Christ, man, I know this is not where he thought he would be when he filed this. But honestly speaking, where else did you see yourself? Is my question to Drake and his fan base. Where was the positive in this? Where did you possibly see this going in his favor? Even worse, the rollout for Iceman is done. Not only did Iceman have a very shoddy release strategy, and it's had one of the sloppiest release schedules and rollouts I've ever seen for Drake specifically. The last live stream for Iceman was complete garbage, damn near. It was ass. I say that as a prior Drake fan and as someone who's just trying to listen to new good up and coming music. Yeet was the highlight of that entire live stream. So me listening to the record, what else could you come with? Of course, they're gonna be his hardcore fans, his diehards that aren't interested in any of this, or they're gonna pretend not to be so that they don't have to focus on the fact that he did that and he gave it to himself. Does he rap? What do you rap about anymore? What do you say? You got nowhere to go.
And I bust that nigga. It's going down in here with the money.
Barry, I appreciate you. Von Legend 2 with the Big 13. Barry, especially with 27, man. I appreciate you. I love you so much. Can't even bring up the beef anymore? I mean, I think he was trying to stay away from it in subtle ways, but this being a nail in the coffin is just like, man, you've got no options now. I'm trying to let my eyes kind of gloss over and I don't want to say glaze, but try to go point by point with this, but it's nothing that we really need to peer that deeply into. I'm trying to see if they said anything scathing to him or, to his representation that will relay a message to him that he may, at some point take to heart. I definitely think that people or his fan base specifically thought he would be some type of martyr if this went wrong. And if it went right, he would be like some hero that was fighting for the people the entire time. We know that was a lie, but you look at this and you just it can't get any worse. That's what I'm thinking the whole time. This is a situation that I followed since March last year, and from Drake's point of view, or from my point of view, looking at Drake, I'm like, how does this get worse? And he's made it worse every step of the way. Now, from this point forward, how can it get worse? Literally, how? How does it get worse from here? Never mind that certified pedophile part. This whole lawsuit was a certified bitch move, which UMG would drop him. His best music, if you're a rabbit stan, is behind him anyway. Hey man, I don't wish like anything bad happened to his career. It's just or even that he falls out with his label, but I can't imagine like there's gonna be any fruitful relationship beyond, you know, monetary on a label's part, and how awkward it's gonna be no matter what for the next couple releases that Drake has to do under UMG. You just killed your relationship with your label, and they are trying to paint it as like a professional, oh, we're gonna keep looking out for you in the future. My nigga, what? Like, yeah, they're gonna do what they are obligated to do for you under like their contract or the contract that you signed, but all that special favor shit, all that, hey, we looking out, all that, yo, you Drake, you know, we got you type shit, bro, that shit's out of the fucking window. I'm pretty sure at one point it was they were speaking to Drake akin to him having like a temper tantrum, and him being a spoiled little rich kid. We just gotta wait for him to calm down. We'll give him some treats after this. Like, you know how condescending that is after you put yourself out there in this light after you took an L, the biggest L that anybody's ever taken in rap. Come on, bro. There's not a song Drake. There's not a song I want to hear from Drake covering this, talking about this, bringing this up, giving a perspective on this. I don't want to hear him victimize himself. I don't want to hear him say, "Oh, you should feel bad for me." I don't want to hear him say the world's against me. I don't want to hear shit. This is the biggest definition of shooting yourself in the foot. I've never seen anything like this in my life, ever. Ever. You can't even listen to the nigga no more. I can't even hear him. Ironic. I can't even hear everything I listen to Drake. Listen to from Drake from this point has to be with a level of irony. I can't unironically take him serious. I just can't.
You don't want to hear him try to say he was wrong?
No, because we already knew.
You got to at least read the first 2 pages. It's gold.
All right, let's go to the first 2 pages. What did I miss from the first 2? And the thing is, the reason I don't want to hear him say on the mic, "Oh, I'm wrong," is because everybody knew that and was saying that before you even got to this point. You single-handedly watched your weird-ass fan base throw dirt, smut, and lies and harass people that had either proximity to Kendrick Lamar or were in favor of him just winning a rap feud and we're letting it go at that. Like, you watched that happen, egged it on, were happy about it as long as it was in defense of you. I don't want to hear him get on a track and be like, "Oh yeah, nah, I might have made a mistake." Nigga, we know. We know. Margella, why lie? Why are you lying?
You say you don't want to hear him say that shit no more. But here's the thing, Mr. C, he'll try to either victimize himself or act like he doesn't care no more.
No, he definitely gonna act like he don't care no more. That's the most likely. But I'm responding to somebody who asked me if I wanted to hear him, you know, maybe come to grips with like reality at some point on the mic, and I don't want that. Or if it does happen, I wouldn't care about it. Like, the damage is done. Kendrick fans were saying a girl was spiked a Drake party and she had to come out and say it was a lie. Bro, nobody knows about that. What do you mean? Are you bringing up an isolated incident of rabid fans on one side where the artist who has like quote unquote ownership over the fan base isn't coming out to condone or support or egg on that behavior? I'm not even like I said, I'm not a stan of Drake. I'm not a stan of Kendrick, but I'm just saying in regards to how this is supposed to play out, the nigga Kendrick just let his music speak and just went off the grid, performed his shows, did an interview or 2, and that was it. Wasn't no social media shit. I don't know what you're talking
brother,
about.
Are we doing the dyke riding Olympics now in chat?
I dead don't know.
Come on now,
I dead don't know what cuz is talking about. Like, bro, just kept it music. Say what you want about him. At the end of the day, you can say it's a whole bunch of hypocrisies. Kendrick need to do this. He need to do that. That's cool. I'm just saying at the end of the day, I'm watching one artist do all the social media shit and try to sway the narrative online.
From here,
that's all I'm saying.
UMG could easily sue him back. Will UMG drop him as an artist?
Nah.
How does his relationship with UMG affect his OVO label and the artists on there?
Nah, UMG is gonna let this go because it just looks good for them.
Morning Cinnamon, how's your day?
It's been great.
I just got here. Why is it over for Drake?
I mean, we looking at the paperwork. UMG don't no need to do nothing. They sat there and they watched their spoiled child have a tantrum publicly. Everybody looks at the kid and they're like, you know what? You're weird. There's something wrong with you, bro. It ain't your parents. It ain't the niggas that are giving you money. It ain't the niggas that are, you know what I'm saying, letting you do X, Y, Z. It's you. Why sue him at this point? Like, he's literally at his lowest. In terms of public perception, there's nothing else they need to do. He shot the bed. Now he got to clean himself up. And they're going to be on the other side waiting with the towel as soon as he gets out of the bathtub. Like, see, we told you so. We didn't want to do this to you. And I hate UMG. UMG's the fucking worst. As a company or as a business, they should fall. But over this would have been the dumbest reason. I countersue it. Like, they could, don't get me wrong. Or I mean, not really, but if they wanted to, they could try. But it's so unnecessary, bro. Nobody else needs to see Drake in court. Ever. Ever. He went about it the wrong way. This case arises from perhaps the most infamous rap battle in the genre's history. The vitriolic war of words that erupted between superstar recording artists Aubrey Drake Graham and Kendrick Lamar in the spring of 2024. Over the course of 16 days, the two artists released 8 so-called diss tracks with increasingly heated rhetoric, loaded accusations, and violent imagery. Oh my God. Both Drake and Kendrick Lamar have recording artists or recording contracts with defendant UMG. Drake alleges that UMG intentionally published and promoted Not Like Us, all while knowing the song's insinuations that he has sexual relations with minors were false and defamatory. That's just... Man, oh my God, bro. It's just full stop when you get here. It's like, God, like, that's the biggest first question. How the fuck would they even know that? How would they know what... God, bro. He thought he had friends. That's what this is. He thought he had friends. He thought he had friends at UMG because he's got enough close connections and he can get whatever he wants. So he's like, you know what? Y'all know me personally. Y'all been to my house. I've been to y'all dinners. We done had Christmas together probably. We done flown out the country together probably or some shit like that. He expected more from them. Whole time it's like, nigga, we don't know you like that. We can't say what he's saying is or isn't true. We not picking sides. We making the million. Did I just say that? I ain't said that in a minute. Damn. Shit just slipped out. Suing your friends would neutralize all that anyway. I'm just saying, I don't get it. I don't understand it. If it feels like it's been I don't get how you're a common sense individual and you look at this and you don't see that it falls apart as soon as you start. Drake has sought or brought his actions against UMG for defamation, harassment in the second degree. Before the court in defendant's motion is to dismiss the rule of the federal rules of civil procedure, to survive a motion to dismiss, blah, blah, blah. Bro, why did you have me read the first 2 pages? This is also still nothing. He said the first 2 pages are crazy. They're not. They're just going over the case. Become the document that can accurately, blah, 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 blah. I'm just trying to, speed. Because we already get, like, Drake released a diss track directed at Kendrick. Drake mocks Lamar's height and shoes.
Will people now admit that him suing was solely a selfish and ego-filled reason and not because he wants to fight for small artists? I keep seeing people saying that the drop of lawsuit is an L and that people are bootlicking UMG, but it's really about him and has been from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, you're just seeing people, like, try to switch the narrative now.
I miss the old Drake, the boneless face Drake, a square that made good music. That had a crush on Nicki in hopes of bagging her. He had both sides of the coin being white and black. He could have been the best white rapper and the best black rapper at once.
Oh my god.
But don't worry, Drake, I take...
Niggas is trolling for what? Look. Damn. He really sullied his whole reputation. I don't know why niggas are trying to like gaslight like regular people too. Like if you are a fan of hip hop music, like this wouldn't sway you into not listening to a dude like this anymore. Like they're like, oh what? You don't want to listen to the nigga that said all this shit and has been instigating for years, and then when he loses a battle publicly, he sues his label and the person who made the song because he don't want to sue him directly. Like what the fuck? Why wouldn't you keep wanting to listen to a nigga like that? Like what's the problem? I don't get it. Strix with the 17 months, I appreciate you. It's like why would I want to keep listening to a nigga like this? I don't understand. Drake released a diss track directed at Kendrick called Push-Ups, and he mocks his height and his shoe size. You big steppin', blah, 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 blah. I'm at the top of the mountain, so tight now, blah, 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 blah. A few days later, Drake released Tailor Made Freestyle, in which he used AI-generated voices of deceased rapper Tupac and of rapper Snoop Dogg to go Lamar. In the track, Tupac and Snoop Dogg, they shared their disappointment in Kendrick Lamar, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're referencing the tracks at this point, and they're going over what Kendrick replied with. The feud escalated, blah, blah, blah. Drake's next response arrived a couple days later in Family Matters after the other one, blah, blah, blah. Going over the battle, blah, blah, blah. Drake alleges that he also planted information that Lamar used against him. Let's see what else is here. Chat, this document is only 38 pages. Not Like Us was a huge commercial success. It's gained immense popularity on streaming and social media platforms. It's been streamed globally more than 1.4 billion times on Spotify alone as of April 2025. Even crazier, what does that leave the bot narrative? That's the one thing they have left to cling on to. Even worse, Spotify was fixing everybody's monthly listeners. So people saw a large drop off in some people's monthly listeners, and they were like, oh, well, Spotify's finally putting belt to ass to all these TDE niggas. And they were doing that for all artists in general. Most people saw a reduction in their listeners as like a removal of bots and artificial listens happen like regularly. But they took that as an opportunity to say that this is a concrete and definitive proof. And for some odd reason, this is going to be their next talking point. Even though Drake lost, that doesn't mean that bots weren't used. They didn't say this. They also didn't mention this. Like, it's never going to be a concrete, yeah, nah, your man's, he was tripping. It's never going to be as simple as that. So just be prepared. Kendrick can do the funniest thing ever by putting Not Like Us on his next album. He don't want to do that. That's why Not Like Us didn't make it on GNX. And it shouldn't have. Not Like Us is a standalone moment that existed in a time where he was at, odds with somebody that he didn't like. I doubt that he would even want to, carry it over beyond its inception, realistically. Like, I get it, he's going to perform it. I'm not saying he dragged it, but he gave it enough marketing and enough push on its own for it to not be included in the next endeavor or whatever the case is, But nobody's ever going to forget it. I'll say that. Which makes it even worse for Drake. It's old news now. The one Drake is dragging it out 100%. Drake's dragged us way more than Kendrick did.
The bot narrative was already dumb, but the Grand National Tour and the support from fans put something to rest that was a last-ditch effort to discredit Kenny.
This is also true. I saw that tour. I saw that tour. I saw him in Toronto. I didn't see him personally. I wasn't at the show, but I saw his crowd and the love he got in Drake City. Like, that ain't a bot, brother. I'm sorry. I don't know how many narratives y'all gonna switch to, but y'all gotta let one of those go. In person, this nigga go crazy, apparently. Vinny, I appreciate you with the 29, brother. South America was crazy, bro. Everywhere I've seen this dude go insane. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Hey, You ain't gonna give no back talk for me over what he can do in a live setting. But y'all gotta put that bot narrative to rest. You gonna have to. Mango Muffin with the big 5 and Malcolm Shakur with the big 12. Then the whole year, this is the only stream I watch. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you greatly. I mean, damn, man. Like this, there's just no.
And I bust that nigga. It's going down in here. I'm with the money team.
The issue in this case is whether or not Like Us can reasonably be understood to convey as a factual matter that Drake is a pedophile or that he engaged in sexual relations with a minor. In light of the overall context in which the statements in the recording were made, the court holds that it cannot. A. Fact versus opinion. Under the First Amendment, there is no such thing as a false idea. Only assertions of facts are capable of being proven false. And they give the reference points for each case. Moreover, the New York Constitution provides for absolute protection of opinions. Once again, to Drake and his fan base, the area that Drake decided to take this case to, the New York Constitution provides for absolute protection of opinions. This is a rap battle, a back and forth. When people say you are supposed to say crazy shit, just make shit up. That quite literally can be as simple as that. Drake, as someone who has claimed to be a gigantic fan of not only rap battles, but battle rap, taking this to court may be the biggest. I don't get how anybody respects him at this point. I don't. I truly don't. Thus, courts must distinguish between statements of fact, which may be defamatory, and expressions of opinion, which are not defamatory and have the full protection of the New York Constitution. Whether a challenge statement is fact or opinion is a legal question. I mean, without the law, it's just what's common sense. Without the law, it's common sense. Plaintiff's suit is focused on a single factual message conveyed by the recording, the false allegation that Drake is a pedo. Listeners take one message away from the song. Wait. The recording is myopically focused on ensuring that listeners take one message away from the song. Drake is a pedo. This statement is a readily understandable meaning, or has a readily understandable meaning, and is capable of being proven true or false. But even accusations of criminal behavior are not actionable if understood in context. They are opinion rather than fact. I mean, it don't get no clearer than this. The fact that they having to sit the nigga down and explain to him, which, you know the meme. Hold on. It ain't gonna take me long to find it, even though it's gonna take me fucking years to find. You know the nigga that got the hand on the shoulder and he's smiling and it's the other nigga beside him? Like, that is literally what this is. They're like, dog, what are you doing? What are we doing? Like, come on, dude. This is it the whole time. That's all they telling buddy. That's all they telling buddy. Listen, cuz, this ain't going where you think it's going. You ain't gonna get what you want. Why you saying OV Ho is trending? That's one of the worst things to come from this, bro. I swear. But you gotta let him have it. You do. You gotta let him have that. After this much back and forth, if you're a stan, God, I hate even acknowledging you. Go die realistically in GTA. But if you happen to find yourself in like a stan, or you're like in a fan base and you're like genuinely representing yourself as like a follower of this nigga, like he Christ or some shit like that, I mean, today you took a dub or a loss, depending on what side of the spectrum you fall on. If you ever end up on R Drizzy, they're melting down in the comments. Yo, do I check the Reddit? Oh my God.
It's going down in here. I'm with the money team.
Artist, I appreciate you with the 10 months, man. Oh, this might not be it, man. This might not be it, man. Chat. Hold on. Let me see if I can put this over here. What is it called? Is it R Drake or R Drizzy? Actually, hold on. Let me put it like this.
It's still fascinating to me how Meet the Grahams was never mentioned once, lol.
R Drizzy. Drake. Oh, is it Drizzy or is it? Okay, bet. Create an account. I should make a Reddit account. Damn, the motion to dismiss UMG lawsuit has been granted by Judge Vargas. Oh my God, they're putting they're gonna try to research the judge. I'm already knowing what the play about to be. Legal action's the worst thing he could have done. Pose a beef. Should have just tripled down on the next album. Genuinely, that would have been his best. I mean, that's not even best case scenario. That's like the most obvious next thing to do. No real person cares about Reddit. You're right. Which is why I'm here looking at the people that are in the actual thread itself. Are they real? Are they not? I don't know. Triple down with what? What material he got? Anything's better than taking this to the legal. Like, what do you expect to get out of this legally? I just wanted to see some of the arguments, if there were going to be any defenses. But it don't look like it. Looked like, you know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas probably got some common sense. He's going to hear about this for the rest of his life. You sued and lost, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why you treat it like it's nothing. Now, if he actually has some dirt, we wouldn't have to wait for it to go to trial to hear about it. I don't like this. I don't like that this is your first thought, man. Why put the cart before the horse? Yeah, okay. Ain't no sympathy here. This shit's hilarious. Damn. So the lawsuit amounted to nothing? Hey, man, it don't seem like they being that delusional. That's a rough look. Saw this coming from the start. Bro gonna get clowned to hell for over this? This was the expected result? I recommend y'all carry on with y'all life, even if Drake won the lawsuit. Realistically, no one in the real world cares. This is facts. I do want niggas to understand. Win or lose. Whether Drake got the lawsuit or not. Me on screen. This will never be discussed beyond the point of this moment. In my personal life. That's all I'm saying.
Cole and Drake came out of the scuffle looking so weak.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't lie. Are y'all telling me that the OVO docket isn't a legal expert? Damn, bro. Hey, I'm not seeing no cope. It might really be over. I thought I was about to hear some conspiracy theory, about to get a 6-page long docket. Realistically, though, it's not Reddit that I got to worry about. It's Twitter. And I don't get it, but I see the incentive for niggas on Twitter being delusional because they thrive off of engagement. And for whatever reason, niggas still think that they're going to get mad paper on that platform. Even though you get paid pennies for having a quote-unquote banger of a tweet. Like, I feel like that's what their motivation is. So they have to keep being delusional and catering to a certain side of things because they feel like they're going to get some financial benefit or gain. Nigga, you're going to be tweeting 60 times a fucking day just to clear... You know what I'm saying? I'm not even about to say that. That was about to be fucked up. I was just thinking about something that someone said, you know, in a comment like a month ago. What's happening? I just joined stream. We're watching Drake take his last musical breaths. Depending on which country you're in, that penny can be an hourly salary. See, I knew niggas was about to do that. I wasn't even about to go that route. He filed an appeal. No, he didn't.
Speaking of light skins, people over-exaggerated logic engaging with the crowd at a concert.
People what? Over-exaggerated logic engaging with a crowd at a concert? I haven't seen that. I'll look at it though. Usually, like, I'm not big into exaggerating the little shit, like, or I like to give a little bit of grace to, especially artists, if they get mad at their audience or some shit like that, or they're just talking casually and people take it to heart or out of context. What the fuck is this? If Drake retired from music and pursued a full-time acting career, he would be loved a lot more. No, he wouldn't. All that would do is confirm what other people's suspicions were in the beginning was, oh my God, you, like Drake's career for a lot of people is equivalent to starting at third base and calling it a home run. Like that's what a lot of people feel like Drake's career is. If he did decide to transition into something else, they wouldn't feel any different about it.
When Iceman drops and is inevitably mid, I genuinely hope the man just goes quiet for a good year or two.
He not gonna do that, bro. He's terrified of fading into obscurity. Like, I used to give Drake a little bit of credit for trying to be, like, on the nose, or like what do you call it, like in the spotlight as often as he's tried to be. But I didn't realize, like, at the time, like, maybe it's a fear of, like, oh shit, they might not miss me if I go out, too long without dropping another record. So, I gotta stay on top of it. I gotta, keep my foot on their neck, or at least attempt to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's one of those dudes that has the substance to fade away for a year or two and just, or not even just a year, like 2-3 years,
Hot take.
and
My
come back.
favorite
I don't
Drake
think he
album
does.
is Dark Lane demo tapes from 2020.
Hey,
Just felt straight to the point and concise, me personally.
he a hard worker. What's the problem? It's not about him working hard. It's more about what work you put out, and is it something that you're truly working hard on? Like, I'm not a person that believes the best can be created and mass produced. And that's what Drake's music is. When you are at the level that Drake is at, you don't get there by carefully crafting out every record that you put out. And he's shown that over the last decade that he doesn't put that much quality time into his music. He doesn't. That doesn't mean that it can't still be listenable, because a lot of it is, but it can just be that, and that be it. I don't think anybody is mass producing extreme quality material on a regular basis without break. And Drake has not taken a significant enough break to undergo some artistic evolution that would be necessary to revive interest in his music. He hasn't. That's why this whole, like, over-bloated Iceman rollout feels so, like, extra for music that you would have gotten from him from a year prior. There's no change. There's no growth. There's no difference here. So why the big rollout? Why the big spectacle? Why the big this? Why the big that? There's no changes. And I'm not saying that as a person that don't like listening to Drake music, but I'm saying that as someone who's had listened to enough of it to say this can kind of just go hand in hand. Don't matter. Am I discounting the ghostwriters? Hey, writers or not, like, writers or not, we just need to stop having this whole, like, oh, because you put out material, you're a hard worker, that means the work that you put out is good.
Why do people say Drake is a hard worker when he just puts out a bunch of music since 2016 and seeing what sticks? True hard work is carefully crafting your work to have a solid discography.
This ain't real, right, though? I need something. I gotta have something more valid than this, than a Twitter page posting that they said this, but there's no way this is real. They just said that they didn't have a response, and I doubt. I'm not saying it can't be real, but I really, really doubt that the first thing that you do after you get your case dismissed that you've been fighting for a year is to come out and be like, you know what, I'm appealing it immediately. I don't think. I'm just being honest. There's no way. There's no way. Now, if I get sent an article, cool, maybe. There's just no way that I see a course of action to this, bro. Give it I would say give it a day before we believe whether or not that's valid. Because that might be the dumbest thing that you could do, is come out and say, I'm working on an appeal. That might be the dumbest thing ever. Go to Megan Knuff's page. She confirmed it. Oh, no, not Megan. Not Megan. Please, no.
Speakers of writers, like 6 reference tracks from Kendrick got leaked.
Where do you see her confirming anything? Let me see. I don't see no confirmation here. I replied to Sophia's email asking her how much her company is paid to write and send these press releases. That is, of course, blah, 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 blah. As expected, Drake's PR machine is a bit more measured in light of this decisive judicial smackdown. Sophia just emailed me this one-sentence statement. Oh, fuck. What? I don't... Yeah, man. Ain't no saving, cuz. It's no saving, cuz. it is what it is, man. Like I don't know how many times we gotta keep having this conversation. How many times we gotta go over the same thing, bro? You literally had them like verbatim read out what common sense is, and that there's no like wiggle room for you in this. But okay.
Sean, would you consider playing CODBO3 on stream? Melee player still active.
Why that one? I'm probably not, because I was never a big fan of the way that game played, but I'd be more apt to go like BO4. And I know a lot of people don't even love that one as much, but I really like that one for whatever reason. I don't know why I took to that one specifically so much. Yeah, that might be the only one. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. But this is just wow, man. This is crazy. I never, like, you just again, I put my foot in my mouth like every day, or every time I talk about this in any stretch of the word. I say the same thing. How can it get worse? What just happened? Not even an hour into us reading this, it got worse.
This what I'ma do till it's over. Till it's over. And it's far from over. Has a different meaning now.
No, it's definitely over. It's definitely over. This is so fucking crazy, man. Wow. We intend to appeal today's ruling and look forward to the Court of Appeals review.
Yo, Sean, did you watch him?
Did I watch? Oh, the movie? No, I still haven't seen that. I don't tend to watch a lot of movies when they first get released. Not because I try to miss it on the release date. If I could, I would, but I just don't I don't generally find myself doing it. But the people kind of spoke on the like movie, like they kind of gave me their thoughts on like the reception of it. I'm still a person that likes to see stuff for himself before I come to like an opinion about something, but it does not give me a great, you know what I'm saying, indication that the film is going to be nice or good when I've seen so many people shit on it in recent weeks. So probably won't see it, but no, I haven't seen it yet. Have I watched the Hassan Piker dog shocking video? I have not. They definitely told me that something about that happened, but I haven't seen it yet. A UMG spokesperson speaks on the dismissal of Drake's lawsuit. Yeah, we read this on the TMZ report. From the outset, the suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression. Bro, even more so than this, I just hate, I hate that Drake did this, because he's turned UMG into the common sense ones. He's made UMG appear to people that aren't looking at this in the broader context, appear as if they are so invested into like the bottom line or bottom tier of their artists that they're so concerned with like censoring them in any stretch of the word. They're making it seem like Drake is the bad guy, and he is, don't get me wrong, Drake is the bad guy, but they're making it seem like it's a Drake specific thing, that he wants you
Drake's
to be
the
down
type
and
to
out.
make you want to
He's the
side with
one.
the major record
We've
label.
never done anything to screw over our artists. We've never done anything to put or prioritize this guy over this one. We've given everybody equal opportunity the entire time. Like, they look amazing in comparison to people that just don't give a fuck and they don't like Drake. That's the only annoying part about all of this. And another reason why Drake doing this is just so selfish and self-centered. Like, I hate that they look like they have sense. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. They should never be able to get some shit like this off knowing their history. At all. Shit nuts. It's wild to me. And then he's still gonna try to appeal it. Jesus Christ, bro. Drake's basically a big ass corporation as well. I'm not saying he's not. This isn't Drake advocacy hour at all. I just hate that he did that. I really do. What is this? Hold on, I'm gonna look at it in a minute. Damn, dude. Where do you go? Jesus Christ, what is on my time? You know what? What do you do? What's next? I dead don't know what's next. I dead don't know what's next for cuz.
Drake is Jewish, why wouldn't he use his lawyers to appeal? At this point, Drake being the way he is shouldn't surprise us. This weirdo has Shy and a bunch of other people tatted on him who aren't his family. Also remember, he's doing this for the little guy.
Yeah, man. In 20, 30 years, look back at this situation. Yeah, we got these opportunities because Drake fought for us. What a wild statement that someone could utter in an alternate universe, you know? Shit wild. Just doing what happened, I thought we all knew he bought it. Bro, are you trolling? Yeah, you trolling. Hassan responded. Wait, Hassan responded already. It wasn't a shot caller. I mean, they already sent it to me. I might as well see it. But this shit. Yeah, man. Not looking forward to anything Iceman related. Take some time off, bro. Go away. I don't know. Oh man, come on now.